minds of the people from when they're 5 years old all the way to when they're 18 years old. So they're getting 13 years of indoctrination. The number 13. See, Esau knows what the hell he's doing, man.
Because even on the righteous side, with the law, the boy, when he became 12, he would have in Hebrew ban matazawaf, which means son of the law,
right,
or son of commandment. Because at that age, well, from 0 to like 12, it's up to your parents to try and train you.
Yeah.
But then you're actually commanded to keep it from 12 onwards.
Yeah.
But Esau, he's not even waiting until you get to that age. He's starting as soon as you're 3,
right,
4, 5. He's trying to indoctrinate in the schools to, oh, you're a boy, why not be a girl? Or you're a girl, why not be a boy?
Yeah.
Because he knows that like the scripture says, it's the parent's duty to teach the child from up to 12. But Esau's saying, no, we're taking away the parents' right, and now we're going to teach your children exactly what we want to teach.
But they have already done that from day dot, because with the minute you was born, what did your mom or your father have to sign?
Birth certificate.
A birth certificate, a document. And that document was an indication of a new slave that was being born on this earth. All right? And if you don't have a birth certificate, you can't roam around like you do. You can't do the things like everybody else do. So you're born and paid for by the system. So when your children go to school, you're mandated as a parent to take your child to school. Otherwise, if you don't, you get arrested. So they've already set it up for your children to be brainwashed from day down. It was already set up because the children ain't learning anything. They're just pretty much being programmed. They're just being programmed to be robots. And that's why if you notice the average person, they do everything based on what they see on TV. It's all based on media, and it's all based on program. People don't know how to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Go on, bro. I'm gonna let them speak.
So we're talking about the school system. If you notice in the school system, they always call the children pupils. If you look at the etymology of the word pupil, it means orphan child.
Oh man.
So basically, they know that they're taking the children from the parents and having them being raised by the state.
Wow. You see that? That's deep. And that's why you gotta look up your words. But see, when you look up your words and you look at what Esau is really trying to do, and you put that shit together, you understand what world we're living in. Because the government don't give 2 fucks about these peons, man. They want to use these people as peasants forever. That's what they want. So the best way that we can do that is by using the school systems, and also let's confuse their minds into having them believe that they're something rather than what they're not. All right? Because if we don't indoctrinate these people, they're gonna override us. And that's another thing that Esau fears. He fears that people are gonna rise up against him. Because you had revolts back in the 1700s. You've had revolts in the 1800s. All right, you can do research on revolts. Where did the revolt started? You're gonna find that there was a lot of revoltation going on throughout the centuries. So this is why Esau has set this system up the way that he set it up, so that people don't rise up and hide the truth as much as they can. All right, and also the new thing nowadays, what they're doing nowadays as well, which they've been doing it for a couple of months now, is going up against the idea of masculinity. Masculinity is now a threat now, because Esau knows if you teach your children in a masculine kind of formation, what's your child going to do? Your child is going to grow up to become a rebellious or a rebel against the system. Versus if you merge your children, right, and also exalt the mother with your children, that child is going to be slave-minded. So you're not going to have no problems with that kid. Go on.
So Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go.
Yep.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
All right, and when he is old, he will not depart out of it. So it's in the parent, like this brother was saying, it's in the parent's duty to teach the child what it's supposed to know. Not some other stranger teaching your child. And at the same time, when you take your kids to school, you gotta worry about your teachers. You gotta worry about the teachers getting it on the kids. At the same time, because that, and even just based on these things happening, that shows you that shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. You know? But the point of the matter is though, on the flip side, it's all good, because it lets us know how close we are to the end. It lets us know how close we are to the end, because 25 years ago, or let's just even say 10 years ago, it wasn't that bad, man. I didn't grow up having my gender chose upon me. None of us grew up with that. But it's gone to the point where Esau's pushing that perverseness, because Esau knows he's running out of time. So he has to hurry up with his plan quick, fast. Anyway, yeah, what you got?
Also with the school system, But the word education comes from the Latin educare, which means to bring from within. But Esau's school system is all about cramming your mind, and then at the end of the term, an examination to see how much of that indoctrination you can remember.
Exactly.
Or that's when they did a study in economics of how are people naturally intelligent, or are people naturally intelligent, or are people just trained to do a job well? And when they evaluated the the education system globally, it was people aren't so intelligent. People are just trained in school to do something well. And that is tested by examination. And if you pass the exam, that means you're set up to do that job good. So really, people ain't taught real education. People ain't actually intelligent. They're just taught how to do a job.
The flip side of that as well, because what you're saying is true, but when you think about it, the reason why people aren't that intelligent is because from day dot that we've gone into, they're already getting pounded with Esau's bullshit. So now if we were to get Esau out of the equation, then you really see how how our brains would really work.
Exactly.
How intelligent we really be.
Exactly.
You don't get a chance.
Because see, Esau, what he did was, I'm just thinking about it now. What Esau's school system is about pounding your mind with bullshit. So once you got pounds of bullshit in your mind, how can you then express what you're really all about? You're going to be held down in mind, body, and soul. Because once you have pounds of bullshit knowledge in your head, there's only so much you can do. And you know what, too? And I was even checking out something. What they were saying is people that didn't graduate school are actually much more intelligent, smarter than those that stayed in school. Why is that? Because the one that stayed in school, he was hit with a lot of pounds of bullshit in his head versus the guy, and that's why they look down on guys that don't graduate school. So psychologically, pushing on the minds of the people that you gotta go to school, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta be credited by the system somehow, some way, because they wanna pound your mind with bullshit.
That's why half of them billionaire entrepreneurs who never finished. They never finished school. The college dropouts and because they were smart enough to even understand. And they wasn't soaking up that bullshit at school.
Exactly. And even the presidents didn't graduate, like President Bush. President Bush didn't graduate college. He was already preordained to be in that spot. But the thing with what I'm saying is they do it to their slaves. That's what they do. They cram the minds of their slaves of BS so that people can be perpetual slaves. And that market of the system is going to do that job. But it's not going to go all the way in through because Esau's going to put a monkey wrench on that bad boy, pursuant to Job, what is it, the 20th chapter in the 4th verse, right? And this society is going to be destroyed now.
It's like, even when you look into a lot of these tech company CEOs, a lot of them say, look, I don't let my children watch TV. I don't let my children have smartphones and tablets.
I wonder why that is.
Because they understand the impact it has on their children. So
even with Google, I know guys that's going for interviews at Google, and they actually say that if you have a degree or a master's, they're less already, before the interview, they're less likely to employ you. Why? Because a degree and master's means that your creative side has been dumbed down from day one.
Exactly. And you know, too, you said two words, degree and master. What does the word degree go back to? Masonry. Master, right? Goes back to the word master goes back to masonry. Like, for example, the word mason means master builder. So what they've done is, and this is why when you deal with the universities as well, you got people that can go into university and sell out and become a mason through university. Depending on the kind of university it is, though. If it's a top level university, then you can get into that world. Like the presidents did. The presidents went into a certain university or a certain school and they became masons through that. Alright? Go on, man.
It's Revelation 1. It's like Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth. And it's like they that hear the words of this prophecy.
Right, because that's what it's all about. It's all about hearing the truth, reading, understanding the truth. This is blessed is he that readeth. In other words, understand this faith. Because it's only the elect, and I'm going to say this as well, because every creature on the earth has their own natural intelligence. I mean, natural knowledge.
Right.
Right, like the brother was saying, the word, what is it? The word education from the Latin educare, which means, to draw out the knowledge that you already have. People already got knowledge that they already have. You know, but we were taught that you got to go to school and be trained up to get certain information that you don't have because you don't have no information. And that's not true. You were already born. And I don't cut you, brother. It's like you got people that are born with the talent to sing. You got people that are born singing at the age of 2 years old. So that proves my point. That proves that all of us have some kind of knowledge that we had back in our past life. Go on, bro.
I just wanted to say about the school system as well. When you graduate, you wear those square hats. That means that you're squared off. It's like Freemasonry there. You're part of the system there. And also, what you said about education coming from within, if you go back into Exodus, when the Lord put the talents on certain people, like you're going to build the ark, you're going to build it to these dimensions, He put the talent in their mind. So it was all within, and the Lord opened them up to that understanding.
Exactly, and that's the problem, because if things were how they should be, we'd be teaching the scriptures to our children. That's all they need to know.
That's right.
That's it.
House of Scrolls. That's where university, because once again, Esau can't create anything. The whole concept of university came from the righteous side, the House of Scrolls, where you would send your sons to the doctors of the law, and in those House of Scrolls, they would learn the scriptures.
Even the entertainment that children consume is completely fucking base, man. It's just stupid. Like I always say, the testimony of my little cousin is at 9 years old. He grew up watching these retarded shows like Teletubbies and In the Night Garden. The guy couldn't even speak a sentence till he was 6 years old.
I never let my daughter watch that. Never let her watch that. And even that's before.
I was just saying that my cousin, he's 9 years old, but he couldn't really speak a proper sentence, formulate a proper sentence until he was 6 years old. And I noticed that because he was watching all the stupid television shows like Teletubbies and In the Night Garden and that bullshit. They don't even say proper words.
And they got found out for that as well. They got found out for that was just bullshit.
Whenever I'm trying to put it on something that's education or something that's worthwhile, like some horrible histories and that, and then you'll say, oh no, that's for grown-ups. I mean, what do you mean? This is aimed for little kids.
Right.
But that's how low the entertainment is. That even something like horrible histories is for grown-ups.
Yep. And that's what the media is there to do. The media is simply there to dumb down. And that's why you have the term dumb down. Because that's all that Teletubby bullshit is going to do. It's going to dumb down your child. Alright? Even watching, let's just say you watch Jeremy Kyle for like 2-3 hours of the day. You're going to be dumbed down because you're watching that crap, man.
I used to watch that back in the world.
I used to watch a little bit of that. You know? But yeah, that's what happens, man. Esau knows, these people, they know what the hell they're doing, man. That's why it says in Ezekiel, let's get Ezekiel 28. I'll tell you what, finish what you got though. Because you was reading something. You start with verse 1. Yeah, read that.
Back in Psalm 10, verse 8, it says, He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
Right. In other words, they get together and they have these little councils. Like you have so many councils. You have the Council of Foreign Nations. You have the Bilderberg meeting and other meeting, the Trilateral Commission. So all of these are secret lurking places of the wicked, man, and they conspire on how to destroy the poor, how to oppress Jake. All right, you better believe that's what they're talking about too. Go on.
I believe there's one called Committee 300 as well.
Okay.
Along the name, that sort of name, and I think that's the one that they bring up.
Lucky they've tuned the camera.
So all these things like the grown men wearing skinny jeans and stuff. That's creating something.
Yeah.
It's not someone sitting in some place, a fashion designer designing this stuff.
Yep.
It's designed in order to bring confusion, because now you've got men wearing the same size jeans as their women.
Yep.
Anyway, back in Psalms 10, it says, he sitteth in the lurking places, Psalm 10 and 8, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
And then you also have the Cobra meeting too. That's another council. Go on.
In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor.
Right, his eyes are privily set against the poor. You better believe that that's the case. And that's why Esau for so long has used MK Ultra techniques by using the media with his rap music, continually perpetuating this idea of gangster rapism. Gangsterism, I call it. I said rapism. Gangsterism. Okay? And Jake, listen to this. When you look up the word gangster, when you're dealing with the term gangster now, a gangster is someone that takes over the whole entire city.
Organized crime.
Organized crime. They take over the whole entire city and they claim the city to themselves. You know how I know that? Because I played this video game called Assassin's Creed. I think it was I believe it was the fourth one. I believe it is. It might have been the fifth one. I'm not really sure. But he was a gangster, and what he decided to do, what I had to do during the mission of playing the game, is I had to take over certain cities. Okay? In other words, gangsterism. So when you actually when you're dealing with this gangster rap music, it's not even gangster music. It's all based on dumbing down the minds of Jake and having Jake to become criminal minded. That's what it's all about. Might as well just call it criminal music. All right, and it uses music to incriminate Jake, so that these prison systems can be filled up, and that the prison systems can make their money. It's all about design, nigga. Woo! It's all about design. So this is what I'm saying. The more you get into this truth, the more you understand that this is an empire, and the government don't give a fuck about you. They want to destroy you more than anything else. Yeah. Especially if you're an Israelite. Go on, bro.
Psalms 10:9, it says, "He lieth in wait secretly as a lion."
And that's how they privately go up against the poor. What I've just explained. Go on.
He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
Yep.
He croucheth and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong.
And Esau is known for doing that, man. Like Esau has a way where he'll have Jake feel sorry for him, and Jake fall for the okie doke all the time. You see? And let's just say, like dealing with this rap music. See, this rap music does a lot for Esau. For one, puts him in the prison system so that the prison complex, the prison industrial complexes can make their money. And also, if you got a lot of dead Jakes that's listening to this damn rap ass music, guess what? A lot of Jakes are gonna either die from listening to that crap, and guess what? They can get those organs too. They can get those organs from these Israelites and use it for them damn selves, and also get some melanin out of it too. Get the melanin out of these Jakes that are being put to death. And they can sell melanin, and it's going for a lot of money too. Go on,
yeah, man. If you Google melanin and the cost of it, by the I think it's by the, I don't know if it's by the milligram or something. Yeah. There's a price on melanin. Psalms 10 and 11, it says, "He hath said in his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten. He hideth his face; he will never see it. Arise, O Lord, O power."
Yeah, and that's what they think. They think that the Lord don't see none of this stuff. They think that and they would think that because they've done so much dirt on the planet that it's like, well, how come no one's reacted? There's no other entity. The God that we know, because you better believe those Satanists, they believe that there is a high power. In order for you to become a Satanist, you have to know of the Most High. So, in their mind, they thought, well, the Bible talks about a God, a creator. So how come the creator hasn't acted upon our wickedness? But what they don't know is, according to the Apocrypha, the Most High is building the case until Esau reaches to their highest extent of their sins. Once they reach to the highest extent of their sins, then that's when the Lord is going to act. Go on, they haven't read that one, so that scripture, go on.
Verse 12, "Arise, O Lord, O power, lift up thine hands, forget not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked contempt? Wherefore doth the wicked contempt Yahweh? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it."
Right. They say in their heart that the Lord won't do justice, and the Lord will do justice eventually. So now we're gonna get done with that, right? Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go to Ezekiel 28. Now this is talking about the Prince of Tyrus, but we can apply this to Esau because Esau has the same mindset as this prince did. Go on.
This is Ezekiel 28:1. "The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the Prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Lord thy power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am the Most High."
You know what precept we got? That's the one, brother. You know the one. That's it. And he sit up in the temple as the Most High. Yeah. I think it's in Timothy. I believe that's in 2 Timothy or something like that.
Thessalonians, isn't it? You're talking about 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9.
I'm thinking like it's 5 or something like that.
It might be 4 and 9. I'll check. I know that one.
Second Thessalonians.
Yeah, 2 Thessalonians
One where it says, he sit up in the temple as the Most High.
9.
He exalted himself as he is the Most High.
Yeah. Yeah, to 10. It might be up a little bit more.
So back in Ezekiel 28.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 4.
It says, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man,
Yeah,
say unto
2
the
and 4.
prince of Tyrus,
That's the one.
Thus saith the Lord thy power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am the Most High. I sit in the seat of the Most High.
Yeah, and that's the mindset that Esau has right now. He has that mindset where he believes that he is the Most High. And that's why Esau's going buck crazy with the technology nowadays, man. And that technology, he's going to use that to enslave as much people as he can for his own benefit and declare that he's the power on the earth. That's his mindset, man. Go on, bro. So read that, bro.
2 Thessalonians 2, and I'll start at 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except they come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right, the son of perdition. The word perdition means destruction. So there's a vessel, or there's a group of people that a vessel is fitted for destruction. Pursuant to Romans the 9th chapter going.
Who opposeth, verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
Right, so Esau's coming in that Prince Tyrus spirit. You know? And Prince Tyrus, I think really what happened is that same spirit that Prince Tyrus had, the Most High gave that spirit unto Esau. Go on.
All that is worshipped. I'll read that from the top again. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Right. Exactly. And that's Esau. That's his spirit. He's coming in that spirit of I'm the only one. There's no other power. He's saying what the Most High is saying in Deuteronomy. There's no other God besides me. I wound, I heal. You know, I bring to life, I kill. But Esau's in for a rude awakening, boy. So let's go back to this.
So back in Ezekiel 28 and 2, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Lord thy power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am God. It's like I am a God. I am a God. I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas.
In the midst of the seas. Give me that in Revelation 17. Because what are the seas talking about? The seas is talking about the nations that he was under. Prince Tyrus, his kingdom was so great that he had other nations under him. Every great empire had nations under him. Even the Babylonian Empire, you had other nations that was under them too. Like how you have in this empire, Esau has the Chinese under him, the so-called Japanese, which are the Ammonites, and every other nation you can name. Okay, go on. You know, it talks about, what is it, start from verse 14. Let me see something. I can actually look at my own Bible. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so anyway, so as we're talking, Esau, you know, he's sitting out there like it's the Most High, man. That's why he's passing all these different laws and all these, you know, telling you that you can, you know, your children can change their genders, man, or no matter what age you are, you can change who the Most High made you. You know, you are what your spirit is. So if the Most High made you as your spirit as a man, then that's what you are, man. There's no amount of surgery or pills or psychological evaluations that's going to change that.
Yeah.
It's like the men and women think differently.
That's right.
No, because Frank Maloney was in Big Brother. Frank Maloney, he was known as a man. The the boxing promoter, Frank Maloney, short guy.
Yeah.
And they was giving a little interpretation of him. One of the boxing analysts was saying he was very he was known as almost male chauvinist. He was a manly man. So when
they call him a geezer.
Yeah, he was a very manly man.
Geezer, man.
But he got his sex changed, and in Big Brother, something happened, and he all that veneer, all that femininity went out the window. He said, "You don't stop fucking about with me. I'll knock your block off." And he was supposed to be a woman, but it just goes to show the spirit, the true manly spirit came back when he was challenged.
There was an experiment done. There's a story. These two twins, and one of them accidentally got his rod chopped off somehow. And so what their parents did was that they made him get a so-called sex change, so they could look like a little girl. And they said they ran tests all throughout their childhood. They didn't tell him that he was born as a boy. All throughout his childhood, they noticed that he only ever played with boys' toys. He only ever liked watching boys' cartoons. He never did anything feminine or good, even though he resembled them.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying again. That's the point, because that shows you again that everybody has their own natural instincts and their own natural knowledge of the Most High's given. So even though Esau is trying to change the fabric of nature, nature is what it is. It's the truth. This creation is the truth, and you can't change that. Go on, it's not.
What the brother said, because that's a perfect example, man. That he was, his spirit was a boy's spirit, you know, and would have grown into a man's spirit. And there was nothing that they could do with any type of surgery, even denying the fact of giving him the knowledge that he was actually born a boy. He didn't change a thing.
So Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials. Vials. And talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Yeah, right, that sitteth upon many waters, which the waters is referring to the other nations. Now go back to what you had before, Ezekiel 28.
This is Ezekiel 28 and 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Lord thy power, because thine heart is lifted up, and because thou hast said, I am a power. I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not God.
Right, but thou art a man and not God. So Prince Tyrus was feeling himself because he had that exalted kind of position, as you do, you know. But mainly I'm talking about those other nations. They would think that they're a God, because you got to remember that the other nations never had a connection with the power of the Creator. That's why they were always creating different gods. So if you took another nation and put him in power, automatically he's going to assume that he is a god, or he must be a god, because the way he's being treated, because of that high position, you know, and he's able to authoritate power to the people, you know.
That's why the scripture talks about how it says the evil forces that their houses shall continue forever. Because nothing's happened to them, like we were going into. They think that they're always going to be in control, they're always going to be in charge. Yeah. And so they exalted themselves.
Exactly. But the Most High is going to bring them down. It says that he that exalted himself shall be abased, and he that is abased shall be exalted. So the Lord is going to flip the script on Esau.
This is our first Maccabees 3 and 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to pick the likeness of their images.
Right, this is talking about, again, going back to Job 9 and 24, the Renaissance period, where what they did is they read the book into the law, they looked into the Bible, and also they changed certain things. They didn't change them, like you got jokers saying that the Bible's been changed up and everything. Now, the reason why people like that say that, because when they read the Bible, they are lost when they read the Bible. They have no understanding what the hell they're reading, what's going on, and that's why they say the Bible's been changed. Alright? But let's read this again.
The Bible can mess you up, man. I had an ex-teacher of mine, alright, he was brought up a Christian, but when he got to like 20, he said he actually read the whole Bible, and he said after reading the whole Bible, he decided that, no, I'm going to be a Muslim. You know, it messed him up, man. It's a spiritual book, man. It can actually make you or break you.
Yeah.
You know.
If you ain't got the right keys, which the mind, if you ain't got the right mindset, you're gonna bug the hell out, man. You're gonna lose your noodles.
There's many stumbling blocks.
Come on.
Many.
Yeah.
It's back in Ezekiel 21 and 2. It says, "Thus saith where I left off.
Yeah.
Yet thou art a man and not the Most High. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High.
Yeah.
Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from."
Right, and that applies to Esau too, because Esau is just as wise, much more wiser than Daniel, because there's nothing secret that Esau doesn't know. There's nothing that Esau does not know. He knows pretty much damn near everything. You know? He knows everything. Esau understands a lot of things that the average peon don't know. Alright, what I mean by peon, I'm talking about these other nations that's under him. Even Jake don't know what the hell's going on. Jake is being destroyed mentally and psychologically because of his kingdom, but he don't realize why he's in the condition that he's in. Okay, he don't even know that Esau's the devil. He don't even know that. So he don't even know a simple thing such as that. That how much more other shit we don't know.
Yeah.
You see, and this is why Esau can roll around Jake all day, every day. Jake simply as simple as how, man. It says that Esau is wiser than the children of light.
Yeah.
You see, and that's why wisdom is very important. And this is the top wisdom. This is the top tier wisdom. Even people that are declared great in this society, they've said that the Bible, once you master the Bible, then you don't even, it's equivalent to you mastering, it's better than going to university. Roughly paraphrasing, go on.
The woman who wrote the Matrix films, named Sophia Stewart.
So-called black woman.
Yeah, she's just like, and she said there's only two books that children need to read: the Bible and mathematics. That's all they need to study.
Yeah.
Right. You know why that is? Because it all involves around truth. Like the brother broke it down. The word math is from the Hebrew word of mouth, which means the truth. But the Bible is a mathematical book anyway. You know? Go on.
Hosea 4 and 6 says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge."
And it's funny because when I grew up in school, my favorite subject matter was math. I love my maths. Go on.
It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the Lord thy power, I will also forget thy children."
Right, and that's why when you go in these neighborhoods where Jake is at, Jake is fucked up in the head, man. Even the black women are lost. They're literally like seriously, they're lost at all, man. They don't know what the hell is going on within themselves. They don't have a clue how to act. They have no class, no decorum. Everything about the modern day black woman today is off, man. Everything that she do is off. The way she raises her children is off. Everything is off. Putting weave on top of her head, that's off. The jeans she's wearing, that's off. Alright, when it comes to cleaning herself the right way, she's off on that. Every little thing that you think about what a woman is supposed to be doing, she's off on everything, man. Go on, bro. And I don't cut you too, brother. And guess what? She's raising these kids to be niggas that are off.
Just one small example, it's like, imagine if you saw these Edomite women walking around with afros on their heads.
That don't look right.
You know what I mean? They were crazy. So then that's how you should look at these so-called black women.
That's how you know it's bad. It's
No,
bad.
believe it or not, some of them are going in that direction.
They want to be us.
Yeah, a brother done a video on what is it? Anyway, they do all kinds of things like that, tanning their face because they understand, but they ain't off like Jake. They're more on. They got it right because they know that if they was under the right directions, Eve would be better than them.
Right.
But the fact that they're doing that, it shows that they respect. They wish they had melanin. They wish they had proper hair.